Hi, this is Matthew Torres with Babun Torres in Miami, Florida. Hurricane season for us is a fact of life. And soon we will be approaching the peak of hurricane season, where we usually encounter the most storms. Hurricane season is something that we need to prepare for. It's also something where we need to be in a position to be able to help the innocents. Who are the innocents? As defined under the law, the innocents generally are the really old and the really young, and people with special needs. And there needs to be a plan on how these people are going to be cared for in such a natural disaster. Hurricane season also is something that with a little bit of preparation, we don't necessarily have to be in such a dire situation. First and foremost, what we would recommend you to do is a relatively simple thing that satisfies two requirements, for drinking water and ice. And what we recommend you to do is take things such as milk jugs or bottled drinking water and put it in your freezer. What this does is if you were to lose power, it'll keep your freezer and refrigerator cold, because you can take the jugs and put them also in the refrigerator section as well. And also as they thaw, you'll have drinking water. And this is a relatively cheap way to have both of these needs taken care of. We also recommend, or you might want to think about, getting some sort of a system either to fill up like bathtubs or inflatable kiddie pools to have portable water to flush toilets and with to wash clothes and to take showers with in the instance that the water was to go down. Also, we recommend for protection of the innocents that you have a clean room, which is a room that after the hurricane you're able to climate control with things such as a window unit, so that there's a place where they can get out of the heat and the humidity, so that it fosters a clean environment for the innocents to be able to stay in, and also for the people to be able to sleep in, because it's obviously a lot easier to sleep in a place where there's air conditioning than without air conditioning. This probably needs to be thought out, or needs to be thought out prior to the event. We generally recommend maybe pairing up a 1-ton, 12,000 BTU air condition with a 3,000 to 5,000 running kilowatt generator. The good thing about this pairing is, generally speaking, for about 5 gallons of gas you can run the generator most of the day, and also run probably a small freezer, which is another thing. You also don't need to necessarily have your refrigerator or freezer hooked up to the generator 24 hours a day. If you have it for 12 hours and you don't open the door, it'll generally stay cold for the remaining period of time without spoiling food or having food thaw. Another thing you may want to think about is, since a lot of people like to barbecue, have a barbecue unit that has a side burner, because in essence this allows you two things. It allows you the ability to cook outside on a grill, and also to cook it as a traditional outdoor stove. This keeps the heat outside of your house and also allows you to prepare food after a hurricane when there might not be any electricity. The last thing that needs to be considered is, in the midst of the hurricane, where is the safe area where you and your family within your house will be able to pass the storm? There's a lot of stories after Andrew of how people did this, but generally it comes down to an interior room such as a hallway or a bathroom, and a way to protect yourself if your house begins to fail at some point, so you're not exposed to the elements in the middle of the hurricane. For the younger people, it might want to be helpful to take this your children particularly, you might want to take an approach that this is something like a camping event. Make a game out of it. Give everybody a job, keep them busy. And it's important also to try to keep everybody as well fed as possible, because that will keep morale up. These are all very important things. If you need assistance in planning for the hurricane from a legal side, we would always recommend you have the appropriate documentation in place, such as powers of attorney to be able to take care and make decisions for the innocents in the instance of a hurricane. And then of course, review your relevant insurance coverages to make sure you have proper coverage. Again, this is Attorney Matthew Torres with Babun Torres in Miami, Florida. If you have any questions or need to discuss this with an attorney, you can contact us through our website, miamilegalhelp.com. Thank you very much for your time and watch this video. Thank you.